Freeze Ray!
Mr. Gorbachev.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Mr. Gorbachev.
Turn up this podcast.
I'm in this for the money and the pussy, and they're both falling off the trees.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 152 of the Reasonable Doubt Podcast. As always, we are your hosts, Eric Seagriff.
J Money.
152 years of podcasting.
152 years of podcasting.
Yeah, one a year.
We're
pros now.
Have you seen some of the shit that...
Hopping right into it.
Yeah, like where there's pictures of Denzel Washington, but it's like of a really long time ago, or of Leonardo DiCaprio, but it's from like the 1800s, and it's proof that they've been
alive forever.
Because
then how do you explain like young Leonardo DiCaprio?
Huh?
In movies.
Yeah.
Like What's Eating Gilbert Grape, where he plays a special needs fella.
Damn big hole in my theory.
Right away.
You got me. That theory can be laid to bed.
Yep.
Or
Good night.
can it?
Or, well, you never know.
Maybe he
the
just
adrenochrome from the 1600s.
Maybe he just keeps getting like reset back to like teenage years,
Maybe.
It's possible.
Like, once everyone on Earth will have forgot about him, like he'll pretend to die, everyone will forget, and then he'll be reincarnated back as like a teenage heartthrob.
But the same him.
Same him, yeah.
Yeah, isn't it crazy that in What's Eating Gilbert Grape, he played like a heavily
disabled kid. Yeah,
person?
I know. You used to be able to do that.
Was that ever cool? Was that okay?
No, I don't think so.
I feel like it was never like that okay.
But okay, so I kind of get it where it's like if you want to play, if you need someone that's like in a wheelchair,
yeah,
you should probably get an actor that's like in a wheelchair.
No,
right?
No, do you, fucking what's the Superstore? What's the name of that? What's the name of that show where they all work at like the Walmart?
Yeah, Superstore.
Superstore?
Yeah.
Yeah, Superstore, that dude that's in the wheelchair is not disabled at all.
Really?
Yes, the guy
That's so fucking strange.
Isn't that weird?
You think you'd get a guy like
a wheelchair guy.
You ever watch Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
Like Walt's kid has like MS or something like that?
Yeah, or cerebral palsy.
Cerebral palsy? Yeah. That actor has cerebral palsy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But he hams it up for the show, and I don't know if that's worse. Like his isn't that bad.
Oh, okay.
But he like
hey, Dad! How's it going?
Like, do you, like, halfway through filming a movie, if you're, like, not disabled and you're, like, on your 19th 12-hour day shooting, pretending to be disabled, do you think it crosses your mind, like,
what am I
this
doing?
Is kind of fucked?
No, I don't think it does. I think stars don't fucking think about
They
that.
don't think about that?
I honestly don't. Think about the weird shit they do.
Yeah, I guess.
They do weird shit.
But they did make fun of it. Like, do you remember, obviously, Tropic Thunder?
Yeah.
Simple Jack?
Yeah.
They're like,
you never go full retard.
Yeah. But he's like,
what do you mean, you people? What do you mean, you people?
The best part of that movie, honestly, is Tom Cruise.
Oh.
Their, like, agent.
Yeah.
When he, like, calls them and he thinks he's talking to, like, a rival agency or whatever, but he's talking to the terrorists.
Yeah.
He's like, I will rain hellfire on you.
No, that's Matthew McConaughey.
Is it?
No, Matthew McConaughey is the agent.
No, it's Tom Cruise. He's wearing a fat suit.
No, Matthew McConaughey is Ben Stiller's agent.
Yeah.
That guy
is the director.
He's the yeah, or he's like the producer or whatever. He's putting the money into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Tom Cruise.
Rain hellfire on you.
That movie rocks.
And then he's like, all right, everyone, we're going there. Fucking love it. Yeah, that movie is I'm so glad that it never got canceled.
Yeah, never.
Because black people love Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, especially Robert Downey Jr. pretending to be a black guy.
That's hilarious.
That is super funny. Well, it's making fun of it, right? Yeah. It's not being serious.
I'm a man just as another man pretending to be another man. Like, what? Dude, that's insane.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Oh,
I love
fuck.
Tropic Thunder. What's up with you?
What?
What's up with you? What's your deal? What's going on lately?
Just kind of fucking... Well, I mean, last night we were working really hard on coming up with a plan of how we would run the world.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, typical drunk conversation where it's like, man, if I was in charge of shit, this is how I'd do it.
This is how I
And there's
would
a
do it.
reason why guys like me are not in charge of shit.
Yeah, when I hear the shit we say,
Yeah.
and I think about it the next day, I'm always like, it wasn't a great idea.
Because I'll have a panic attack of how stupid I was.
Yeah. You're like, huh.
I
guess
can't do
you
that.
can't-
And I'm not going to share what my plans are.
Really?
No, I'm not.
What would you do if you could?
If I could run the world,
I
would
could
run it probably like a dictator. Like, I think the power would corrupt me instantly, and I'd have like solid gold swimming pools, and
Really?
yeah, probably. I don't know. I've never had that access to power, and if I did, I'd probably abuse it.
If I could be a global dictator,
Yeah.
I would probably take back the Congo.
Well, you're the global dictator. You run the world.
I know, but I would want the Congo. I'd
Like
be
personally,
yeah.
it's like King Leopold or whatever.
Like I would let all the tribes that are there, I'd let them stay.
yeah, but
all
if you'd own them.
Yeah, and all the guerrilla shit, I'd be like, no, you guys need to get the fuck out of here. All
Like guerrilla warfare or
yeah,
guerrillas?
Yeah. No, guerrilla warfare. I want the guerrillas to be there.
You want the guerrillas to be there, yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but I would want that to be like my house.
Yeah?
Yeah. Just have a house that takes up like a quarter of the Congo.
Fucking massive.
Just an enormous compound.
Just push everybody out that lives there.
Yeah, be like, this is mine now. I'd want waterfalls and shit on my property.
Would you still run the world, or would you just take that and then live there in peace?
Yeah, what? This is something I've wondered.
Mm-hmm.
If you're like a Jeff Bezos or an Elon Musk, what compels you to continue pushing forth?
I don't know.
Because you
I would-
have everything you could ever want.
Yeah, and your kids, and your kids' kids, and all that.
Yeah, like their whole family lineage forever will never ever struggle.
At the first opportunity in my life where I make enough money to never have to do anything again and straight chill, I'm doing it.
Really?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I don't know if I ever want to retire.
No?
No.
Well, I would do stuff, but I wouldn't be like grinding hard. Why? I've already done the grinding.
I suppose.
You only have so much life. Right? Like, I would spend as much of it just fucking chilling.
I would think I would want to do stuff though.
Yeah, but is it like work 80-hour weeks forever still, right? Or like lay on a beach with someone fawning you with a giant leaf?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You'd have to make time for the beach.
That'd be so cool, eh?
Yeah, someone feeding
Like-
you grapes.
Yeah, like, well, how crazy do you think you would go if you had like $1 billion?
I'd go nuts.
Would you?
Yeah, the opportunities are too much, right? We both have FOMO. Like,
You think you'd just be like,
there'd be too much that I would want to do, and I realistically couldn't do it all, just time-wise.
yeah.
Because I'd want to go everywhere and do everything because it's possible, you know?
That's the thing. There's stuff I still want to do
Yeah.
that like I think I should go get done.
Yeah.
You know, like I want to go surf. I want to go surfing in like Australia.
Yeah, exactly. You want to go surfing in Australia. You want to check out like Dubai. You
Yeah.
want to go to like Japan.
Yeah.
I'd like to see, like, I don't know. You'd want to do a bunch of shit, but you couldn't. There's not enough time. And if you're still working and doing stuff.
What's the craziest thing though? Like, what do you think the craziest shit is that you would get? Like, at what level do you think you would let your wealth go insane? Like, what's the weirdest thing you would do?
What's the weirdest thing I would do?
Yeah, that you would make part of your life.
Ah, fuck. I don't know. Shit.
Yeah, think about that.
Yeah.
I
Would you
think-
realistically own people?
I would own people. No, I
No.
don't.
Like,
I would
just
pay
have a couple
servants,
servants.
though. I would pay servants.
Yeah, okay.
Like I would have staff.
Yeah, you'd have staff that
Yeah.
follow you around.
Why not? Why wouldn't you?
I would pay paparazzi to take pictures of me.
Would you really?
Yeah, why not?
I wouldn't. I would be like, stay the fuck
Just
away
like
from
put
me.
the fit on, call them up, be like, "Yo, I'll be here. Take pictures of me."
I think I would. I think I would honestly. I would have like weird shit on staff. Like I would have a massage therapist.
Just all the time.
Yeah, that just every night when I'm going to sleep, they just massage me till I go to sleep.
That'd be fucking awesome.
Right? Give me back scratches and massage till I fall asleep. That would be one.
You'd get so used to it, and then one day they'd need like the day off. You'd be like, I gotta go to sleep without my back massage.
Yeah. Right? You'd be like, how am I supposed to
Do you think these people have that?
100%.
You got like your massage therapist every day?
Yeah, they must. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, I know. You
Right?
pay them like a ridiculous amount of money. They do it.
Yeah.
Just like come to your house every night at like 10 o'clock.
Yeah, be like, cool, just rub my back and give me back scratches till I fall asleep.
If you're just getting back scratches, you just get an escort.
You just get a hooker.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just don't fuck them.
No, just be like, this is my back scratch lady.
Yeah. Yeah, she just comes in and scratches my back.
Which is crazy. Do you think like your wife who gets annoyed by you asking for back scratches all the time would get jealous?
No. I've had this conversation with her.
Yeah? She would let that happen?
She would also want her own back scratcher.
Ah.
Yeah, she's like, I would want...
Would you let it be a dude?
No. Fuck no.
But mine has to be a woman.
Yeah. No, let's be clear. I'm a hypocrite.
Yeah, there are double standards.
There are double standards.
I accept this.
Yeah, because you can't trust a guy to scratch your wife's back.
Fuck no.
You can trust an escort to scratch my back.
Yeah, that's business. I know
nothing's
this.
gonna happen. She's
You hire a gay guy.
Yeah, you could hire a gay guy. Like,
But
really,
you'd have to.
I'd have to vet him. I'd be like, how gay are you?
How gay are you? Like, you put on like a football game and be like, name a player, and if they can't, then you're like, all right, you're good.
Okay, you're fine. Yeah. You know who Patrick Mahomes is? Speaking of, KC's playing today. The results won't be in by the time this, or they will be in. By the time this
We'll know
comes
who's
out.
playing in the Super Bowl. I fucking love the Super Bowl.
Let's pray for a fucking Bills.
Bills, Washington Super Bowl.
I think it's gonna be Bills Commanders.
Redskins.
If the Bills can put down KC, which I sincerely,
Yeah, Josh Allen's got to play his balls off today.
I believe they can do it.
Yeah, I believe so too.
They can do it.
This is like a mini Super
They beat
Bowl.
Baltimore.
They did.
You know,
Fucking Lions though.
the Bills Baltimore, that was a mini Super Bowl for me.
Yeah.
That two best teams in the NFL playing. Mm-hmm. Like I watched that with the full my full attention.
Like sat forward.
Yeah, watched every moment of that game.
Yeah. I was really hoping for a Bills Lions Super Bowl.
I know Bills Lions would have been fucking. I can't believe the Lions lost.
I know.
What a bunch of horse shit.
Just Detroit sports.
Yeah, just doing some Detroit shit. You know that they were like, oh, yo, we made it so far, and they partied a little too hard about it, and then lost.
Threw 3 interceptions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I went and saw a Red Wings game this week.
What?
Yeah, I went to Detroit, saw a Red Wings game.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
And, it was Canadians versus the Red Wings. And
you saw the Habs,
Yeah, I saw the Habs.
That's awful.
And I know. Well,
what
the
a
Red Wings
terrible
won.
team.
But we're, sitting there in this section that is, entirely Canadian people, traveling to watch the Habs. Because it's close enough that tons of Canadians just pop down to Detroit for the games, right? So it's all of us, and there's one Red Wings fan in the full jersey and everything sitting beside us. And the Red Wings are up 3-1, and he's bouncing his knee. And I was like, what are you doing? He's like, fuck man, I'm nervous. I'm like, why? He's like, it's only a 2-goal lead, man. They can easily fucking blow this. And I was like, Detroit sports fans are the only ones that would be 2 goals up and be like, fuck, we're gonna lose.
We might lose. Yeah, them and the Leafs.
Yeah.
Do you remember last year watching the Leafs blow a fucking 5-point lead?
Yeah, that rocked.
And lose?
Yeah.
Dude, that might be I think it was one of the worst comebacks in NHL history.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Didn't even go to overtime.
No, they just lost.
They from the jaws of victory, they snatched defeat.
Dude, that's fucking...
Yeah. I mean, I'll always
so
remember
bad.
that Leafs-Boston series in 2012 where the Leafs were up 3-1 in the series.
Okay.
And they were up 4-0 going into the third. Oh, you putting the tinfoil hat on? It was something like that. And they blew the whole series. They lost that game and then just got reverse swept the whole way.
That's brutal, dude.
I know. You know how fucking frustrating that would have been for a Leafs fan?
Yeah, why are they so bad?
I don't know. It's a curse, man. Sports curses are real.
I don't want to believe that it's a curse.
You don't believe in curses?
No.
I believe in curses.
Do you?
It gets in their head. Yeah, the Red Sox didn't win a World Series for 80 years or some shit when they
What?
traded Babe Ruth. Yeah, they traded Babe Ruth to the Yankees, and they got a curse. And then they didn't win until like 2008 or something like that.
Holy shit.
The Cubs didn't win a World Series for like 110 years.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
Are you fucking joking?
Yeah. No, it's like 2018 or 19 or something like that. They won the World Series. It was like a huge fucking moment.
That's nuts.
Because there were people that had been alive their whole life, and their parents had been alive their whole life, and neither of them had seen a Cubs World Series.
That's crazy to me.
I know. And those people were Cubs fans.
Is there any NHL team that's never won Stanley Cup?
Yeah, like Seattle.
Seattle's never won.
No, but they're new. They're only like a few years old.
Okay.
I don't think Phoenix ever did. There are a few that have never won it.
Phoenix Coyotes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think
are
they've
they
moved.
still around?
Yeah, they're in Utah right now, I think.
Oh, okay.
They're the Utah Hockey Club. Because
Oh.
they don't have a name yet.
That's awesome. Love
Yeah, I
that
know.
when
Very
they do stupid shit like
I
that.
know, right? Like the Oakland Athletics.
You think
moving
that
to
with all the planning
Vegas?
that goes into moving a fucking major league sports
You'd
team,
have a name?
you'd have a fucking name figured out.
Yeah.
Like, no, you guys went through all this planning, all the deal making. No one
No
came
logo,
up with a
no
name.
name.
Yeah, like what?
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
hell's
they're
wrong with
playing
you?
in Salt Lake City now with the Mormons.
They should call them the Utah Mormons.
Right?
Yeah.
The Joseph Smiths.
Oh God. Yeah, like
No, Salt Lake City, they could be the Saltines. There's a bunch of fucking crackers out there.
yeah, it is. We should go to Salt Lake City. It's a cool time.
Have you been?
Oh yeah,
I hear it's like a fine city, but it is kind of weird.
It's
'Cause
weird.
You can see their temples everywhere, and they're big.
you can also when you're driving through Utah,
Mm-hmm.
it's very strange. You'll be driving through Utah, and when you go by like small towns and stuff, the towns in Utah are really nice, like small towns.
Yeah.
But all the houses are too big.
What do you mean?
They're long. All the houses are really long because there's a
Long.
lot of bedrooms.
Ah.
Yeah. You notice, like, you go out in the
Like,
countryside.
every single house here has 9 children.
Yes. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. They, like, you're driving along and, like, looking at these houses, and they're just long. They're just really long houses. And it's like, oh, that dude's got, like, 4 wives. Like, for sure.
Oh, yeah, I forgot the Mormons can have multiple wives.
Yeah, polygamy, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm so glad polygamy is illegal in most places.
Why?
It's not even that I have anything against people having multiple wives. I just find that the people that do it are so fucking gross and annoying.
Like, you wouldn't want multiple wives? I'm going to be honest, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
One is more
no,
than
one's
enough.
enough.
Yeah.
I don't have the fucking time.
Yeah.
But you know what? They
That's
would
what I don't
entertain
get.
each other.
I don't have the time to fucking deal with that.
They'd entertain each other.
Yeah.
They would all hang out. It actually might be the best way to do it. However, you are
Maybe?
just coming home to the chicken coop.
You think so?
Yeah.
Or you're coming home to a really clean house. With
4
good
dinners
food.
made.
Yeah, with like a bunch of food made.
They're washing clean dishes.
And if they all got little side hustles, like, that could go a long ways.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I should become a polygamist.
You should become a Mormon, yeah.
Yeah. I should run this by the wife, see what she thinks.
Yeah, let me know what she says. But, like, if you fuck up, like, say you fuck up and then you got to go to work the next day,
Yeah.
right? Then they're all just at home
Just
conspiring and
Yeah.
plotting on your downfall. And then by the
Yeah.
time you get home,
Oh.
they've had, like, 8 hours of girl time,
Yeah.
like,
yeah.
figuring out how to kill you.
Yeah. So true.
Imagine getting the
I-
silent treatment from 4 women.
Oh, that'd be brutal. I very much believe that, yeah, those guys, if you got 4 wives or something, like, that motherfucker's on a tight leash.
Yeah.
He's on a tight leash.
He is, yeah.
Yeah.
Because they'll gang up on you. There's a lot of estrogen in the house.
Yeah. What I don't get is, like, okay, so say you have your first wife, and
Yeah.
then you get a second wife.
Yeah. How do you run that by the first wife?
Like, not even that. How do you go, all right, well, I think I'm going to go out and find another wife?
Yeah, like, is 2 not enough? Man?
Yeah, like, so what, then you got to run it by and be like, I'm going to search for another wife. That must just instill enormous amounts of insecurity.
I think so. I think the
that
way
you're like, you guys aren't cutting it. I'm getting a third.
a younger one.
Yeah, dude, that's what they do.
That's what
they
they
just
do.
keep getting like, every time. They go out every like 5 years
And get a 20-year-old
and get
wife.
a 20-year-old wife and just keep getting 20-year-old wives.
Yeah, because at the end they'll have like their first wife who's the
That's
same
like their
age as
age,
them.
yeah.
And then they've also got like a smattering of young girls that are also their wives.
Yeah, it's
I think
crazy.
you have to pretend like it just happened.
Like you just, I bumped
Like,
into this
yeah,
person.
I
I
met
connected.
someone at Temple.
Yeah, at Temple.
You know? I met this person and she's interested in being... And you were searching the whole time.
Yeah. Maybe that's what I'll do.
Just run into a girl.
Yeah, just be like,
Just go to your...
hey!
Go to your wife and be like, I met this girl.
Yeah.
She's
And
really
she wants
nice.
to be in a polygamous relationship with us.
No, you don't even bring that up. Just like talk to her like you met a girl, like the way you talk to your boys. Like, met this girl. She's like super nice. Like,
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I think like, I don't know, we're pretty compatible and stuff. We like talked and like, I don't know, we got along really well. She's really cool. Yeah, I'll bring her around sometime.
She should come hang out.
You should come hang out.
What are your
Yeah,
thoughts
like,
on like if we just did our marriages together?
she's got great fucking tits. You'd love these.
This is why our wives don't listen to the podcast.
Yeah, this is why. Because they say they're like, oh, we hear enough of you guys. It's not that. It's they'd hear it and they probably listen to one episode and we're like, nope.
Nope,
This just
don't need
pisses
to.
me the fuck off.
Yeah, this makes me want to punch them.
I'll know the day that mine listens.
You will.
I'll know. Yeah, she won't have to tell me. I'll just come home and she'll be mad.
You'll sense it.
I'll be like,
You'll be
oh,
like, huh,
fuck.
listen to the
She'll like
podcast.
drop a line. She'll be like, oh, meeting girls at the grocery store. Eh? Oh, fuck.
I was joking. It's a polygamy joke. Come
It's a
on.
polygamy joke. I couldn't even do it. I got no game anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could spit game.
What's crazy is I think that is the most game.
Is not being able to spit game?
Having no game at all.
Yeah, I think so.
Because women sense it.
Yeah.
Women sense it. There are dangerous women out there. This is how I. this is how I know there's some dangerous bitches out there.
Yeah.
Okay, here's how I know.
Because I don't want to cheat.
No, because like I'm in a
With these
relationship.
dangerous women.
I've been in a relationship for a while, and I know this. Some girl will talk to you, and they're like obviously maybe a little interested, and then you're like, oh, I have like
You subtly
wife.
drop that you have a wife
Yeah.
or a girlfriend, yeah.
and they're like, oh, okay, and they're totally cool, and then you're just whatever, you work together, whatever, and because that's the only way I ever meet a girl.
It's my
at
work.
work.
Yeah. Yeah, but to be clear, I don't meet a lot of women.
Yeah. But then there's girls that you'll run into, and you're like, yeah, I very much like am in a committed relationship.
And they'll take it as a challenge.
Yeah, they don't let up. And you're like, huh, that's crazy. You're an evil person. And immediately now I'm like, yeah, fucking stay away from me, bitch.
I can't trust
you will
myself.
ruin my life. Yeah, don't even
Yeah,
fucking
because the thing
speak
is,
to me.
what always happens too is that happens. A dude will cheat on his wife with this
Yeah.
girl, get dumped for cheating on his wife, and then that girl, it's no longer fun.
Yeah, so they leave him.
So and then
So
now
now
you're
he's
just
just
alone.
alone. Yeah.
And I can't be alone.
Yeah. See, that's why you just don't cheat on your wife.
That's you heard it here first.
Yeah.
Try not cheating on your wife.
Yeah, try it. Try it, Kyle.
Just once.
You fucking
Just once.
Monster
Try it.
Energy
Just-
drink.
That's,
What is with Monster Energy drinks? Speaking of,
What do you mean?
what the fuck? I've seen so many people drinking Monster Energy drinks. Why?
At my work, they go through about 18 cans a day
What?
between everybody. Yeah. Some guys will have like 3. It's ridiculous.
How? I feel like it's really bad
It's
for you.
awful for your kidneys.
Is it?
Yeah. So you get kidney stones and shit. Because they're not drinking the like 0 sugar ones either.
No. What?
Mm.
How much caffeine's in them?
Like 180 milligrams or whatever. It's a lot.
I feel like people shouldn't be consuming a lot of these.
No, they tell you on the can like 1 or 2, I think. And they're like, that's it for 24 hours. Like, don't.
That's nuts to me. Mm-hmm. Like, I'll have a little Red Bull occasionally.
Yeah, the little cans.
Yeah, I like them.
Red Bull's not an energy drink. Red Bull's medicine.
Red Bull's medicine.
That's why they make it in little cans, and that's why it tastes like that.
Yeah.
Because it's not for enjoyment. It's a utility purpose.
But
It's so I don't fall asleep when I drive.
But Monster Energy drinks, like I always see people at work drinking them, and it's like you come in with this fucking liter of god awful looking
bold
Kyle
semen.
can. Yeah, like
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Kyle can.
Like some Kyle can, and they pour it out. God forbid they pour it into a liter container and you see that's fluorescent yellow.
Yeah, it's
Like-
you can be a little what's the word? Ignorant of it if you're drinking it in the can because you don't know what it looks like.
Pour it out. The shit's
Pour it out.
scary
It
looking.
looks. It glows in the dark.
Yeah, it's crazy.
There's like
dude.
little beings in there moving around.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
it is crazy to look at, and people just consume it, like tons of it.
I want to go. I want to see where they bottle it or where they can it.
Dude, I would love to see
I
what
wanna
that
see the
factory
vat.
looks like. Yeah, that would be scary.
I would like to see the OG green monster vat. Would you swim in it?
No,
I feel like your
dude,
skin
I
would
think
absorb
your,
it.
yeah, I think your dick would fall. I think you'd have a heart
Dick would
attack.
fall off and die.
should-
Fuck!
Fuck! And you're like trying to grab it, it's just falling apart.
Yeah, just turning into dust.
Yeah, fuck, man.
Just your dick, though. The rest of you would be fine.
Yeah.
Fuck!
Can you imagine though? That'd be
What, losing your dick?
fucking- No, like just. Yeah, that's fucking insane.
Do you kill yourself if you lose your dick?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think so.
yeah, you kill yourself, or you become a kung fu master.
You become a eunuch?
Yeah, you either
You got two options.
you either kill yourself or you become like an
Shaolin
assassin.
monk.
Yeah, like you train as a Shaolin monk and become an assassin.
Do you imagine the like zero distractions?
Dude,
I probably get so much shit
you
done.
would. That's what I'm saying. You would be able to like pick something like I want to become a high level assassin. And you'd just be great at it.
Yeah, I feel like
That's what they
assassins-
used to do to people,
Yeah,
though,
you
right?
Make them eunuchs. Yeah,
Cut their balls off.
yeah. They would do it a lot, especially if there was like a female ruler, like a queen or an empress
Okay.
or something like that, because you would need advisors, and they would only trust men to do that.
Yeah.
But they also didn't want like
Men
dudes
who
trying
wanted to fuck them.
They didn't
Yeah.
want to fuck them, so they would like raise these people to do it. They'd like castrate them as babies,
Really?
and they'd grow up their whole life with like no dick and balls.
Oh, but it would fuck you up.
Yeah, you don't hit puberty the same.
Yeah, like your testosterone levels would
Yeah.
never be there.
Yeah, they
You'd
used
be
to
like
do
a
it-
woman.
Yeah,
You would be actually. You'd have like.
but you wouldn't have as much estrogen either.
yeah, you would just be low on hormones.
You'd be low on hormones, which would probably make you a great thinker.
You think so?
Yeah, that's probably why they were advisors. Probably fucking great at it.
I don't know about that. Testosterone, having a good, healthy amount of testosterone makes you like good at competing and being
Yeah, as long as you
successful.
jerk off once a day,
Yeah, fair enough. but
like
I
you
mean-
have to do. It's like a blow-off valve.
Oh yeah.
The pressure builds.
Yeah, girls don't get that. It's
No.
like dudes, like you just got maintenance.
Yeah, that's maintenance. That's all it is.
You just got to drop a bomb.
Like imagine living and not knowing what it's like to jerk off ever.
Yeah, like do they not? Are there still eunuchs? Do they still do that anywhere?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, like the Middle East and shit.
What? Mm-hmm. They just chop people's nuts off?
Yeah,
Get the fuck out of here.
yeah, for certain like sexual crimes and stuff. They'll like chop your balls off.
Oh, I do know that they chemically
They
castrate.
chemically
pedophiles,
castrate
yeah.
pedophiles. They'll physically do it too.
That's fucking crazy. Mm-hmm.
I'm sure there's like a slave trade that no one knows about, full of eunuchs or whatever.
What, where you just buy a eunuch?
Yeah, I would like have a trusted advisor.
Yeah, what do you do with a eunuch?
How do you run shit by them?
You think you just be like, hey, what do you think?
Yeah, they're like your help.
Huh.
They do shit for you.
Do you think Joe Rogan has a eunuch?
Yeah, for sure he does.
Seems like the kind of guy that would have a eunuch.
Yeah, that's what he's gonna do with Bert Kreischer.
Turn Bert into a eunuch?
Yep.
Bert?
That's the only way he's gonna survive past, what is he now, like in his 50s?
Yeah.
That's the only way. That body shape does not make it to 60.
No, it's crazy that, like, Tom's lost a lot of weight.
Yeah, Bert Kreischer's going to die within like 7 years.
You think so?
Yeah, 100%.
I don't think so. He's made too much money now. Healthcare is good if you have lots of money.
It still doesn't matter if you drink your face off every day and you're fat
Does
as
he,
shit.
though?
Yeah, I think so. He's like he is an
He's
alcoholic.
Yeah, because he's a Tito's and soda kind of guy.
Yeah, well, the thing was with Two Bears, like One Cave or whatever, it was funny like 4 years ago when they're talking about like drinking all the time and stuff.
Yeah.
And then now, watching
been
like the
still
decline
going.
of him and him being like, I drink vodka in the morning.
Yeah.
You're like,
That
oh,
was a pretty good Bert impression.
thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I can't do his laugh though.
That, oh man, I will say I tried the Kool-Aid in the morning.
Yeah,
It's
that's
fucking awesome.
that is yeah, sure, it's juice.
Yeah, wow.
I've had Kool-Aid in the morning, like growing up.
Kool-Aid
Little
is great
Tang.
in the morning. Yeah, Tang in the morning.
Have you ever had grape Tang?
No,
It's not bad.
didn't even know there was grape Tang.
Yeah, they make 2 kinds of Tang.
Orange and grape.
Yeah.
Huh.
Fucking Tang went into space. They used to put it on like space shuttles and shit.
Oh,
Or,
well,
like, the
they sent it
ISS.
to Nunavut, which is basically the same thing.
Is that just to get like some semblance of vitamin C to those people?
Yep. Yeah.
Fucking, I can't bring you oranges. This is the closest thing.
Do you know that that province is dry?
You can't buy booze?
The province isn't dry, but the province is unpopulated. The city and township of Iqaluit is dry.
Really?
Yeah, so their only urban area is dry. There's
Really?
no alcohol. Yeah, and they police it. Like, they do try to police it. They actively keep
Well, they
alcohol
probably
out.
don't need a bunch of fucking drunks up there.
Well, this is the thing: is places like Whitehorse and shit are
Yeah.
just horrendously overrun with alcoholism.
Yeah.
So they are like, no, we're a dry county.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Apparently the way we used to buy booze in like LCBOs was different.
What do you mean?
Apparently, like, I was watching a video on it. There was a time where like nothing was on display. You had to like stand in line and then walk up to a counter and then tell like a clerk what you wanted. And he would like write it down and then go get it for you and give it to you.
The same way you do at the beer store.
Yeah, sort of like that, but with no shelves. But they would also like, they had the discretion to be like, this guy's buying too much.
What?
At one point, and could like refuse you sale. And they
What
would
if you were going to the same one like every day?
Yeah, they would keep a record of what you bought, and they'd be like, "You're boozing too hard. Like, cut it out. Not selling to you."
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Or like if you're buying too much at one time, they're like, "That's you don't need that much tonight." Like, you're giving you
Wow.
half that.
How would you get ready to go to a cottage?
I don't know. You'd hit an LCBO on them everywhere.
Yeah, you'd have to hit a bunch of them.
You would, yeah.
What a cool thing, eh?
I know. I'm so glad we don't do that.
Huh.
Because like I've always thought, like you can't buy booze for someone else legally. You have to like buy it for yourself.
Yes.
Right? But if I'm going somewhere and I rock up to the counter with like 5 bottles of liquor and 2 cases of beer,
I'm obviously
it's
not buying for
obviously
me.
not all for me.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah, so
they'll
how...
never.
I guess
never
they
know.
kind of do that with weed. There's been...
Is there a limit on how much weed you can buy?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, an ounce.
That's it?
Yeah, you're not allowed to buy more than an ounce.
Well, I guess. Like go to a retail store and get a pound.
You can't.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's a bit ridiculous.
Yeah, I got an ounce and like a pre-roll the other day, and they told me to take the ounce and go put it in my truck and come back in.
Really?
I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And they're like, nope, can't sell you more than an ounce. They were
Wow.
not fucking around. Yeah, I know. But,
What's the problem? You're not going to overdose.
yeah, okay, let's talk about this actually, because this is kind of
Yeah.
interesting. So, you're not allowed to buy more than an ounce.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to have more than 4 ounces total, I
Like
think.
total or on you?
Total in your possession.
Okay.
But your limit for a household is 4 plants.
Mm-hmm.
This shows how much the government employees who wrote up this
I
legislation
have no idea.
don't know, and they've never fucking smoked a joint, apparently. Or just don't know anything about
Well, are
weed
you going to
at
get
all.
anybody cool to write the rules? You know?
Right?
Like, you're going to get nerds.
So,
Nerds
okay,
like
so
rules.
4 plants.
Yeah.
You can have 4 plants for your household
Yeah.
per household. It's not per person.
It's per household?
4 plants per household. That is the law. That's Ontario.
Okay.
Or that's Canadian law. So, a plant, if you start your plant in, say, February, and you grow the plant and then stick it outside or whatever, and like you bring it to harvest it in late October or November, you can probably get a 10 or 12 foot plant that its dried yield of just like flower will be like, I don't know, I've gotten a pound off a plant.
And you get
easy.
4 of those.
Yeah, like it's not even remotely crazy.
Then what are you supposed to do? Just get rid of it?
This is what I don't understand is, so if I grow this and I get 4 pounds, off my 4 plants. Is it illegal for me to have
I
the
guess
4
so.
pounds? Like, why?
You have to sell it illegally to people.
But
I
and
don't
that's
know.
the thing, you can't. So apparently, when you grow, you can share to your friends, but you can't sell it because you have to have a license
Well, that's
to
a
sell.
fucking loophole.
So what? You can just give it to people.
And then they gave me money for it.
Yeah.
Or they gave me money for something unrelated. Like,
Yeah,
of
it's
course.
stupid.
That's just a loop. That was built there on purpose.
But it's like, so what do you think people are doing? Growing, if they can only have like an ounce and a half or 2 ounces, what they're growing pot plants that are like fucking.
Yeah, maybe they
a
just
foot
assume
tall?
people suck at gardening.
Yeah, like what?
You had 4 plants, 2 of them died, got moldy.
Yeah, like
And
what?
then the other one you just planted in the sidewalk, so it didn't grow very hard.
I don't understand. I don't understand the logic.
I knew a guy when I went to high school who was growing a plant near our school, and someone tipped him off that like the cops had found it and were like waiting for him to get it. So he like snuck there before school one day and ripped his plant out of the ground and put it in a garbage bag, and then put that garbage bag in his locker
Oh my god.
and was going to take it home, because I don't know why he didn't just go home. He was like,
Yeah.
I'll ride out the school day and then I'll go home. And they found it in his locker in the bag. And when they weighed it with like the roots and the dirt
and then
still
they call it fucking.
attached. And they tried to hit him with like a trafficking charge
Yeah.
for like 1 4-foot plant or something
Yeah, and they're
that.
like, well, he had 2.5 pounds of marijuana. It's
You're like,
no,
no, he had
didn't."
2 pounds of dirt,
Yeah.
like half a pound of stem.
yeah. And some leaves.
And it's also like not dried.
Yeah.
This is just a plant.
Yeah, this is, yeah. Like, honestly, so I remember one time I had a hemp plant that I'd actually saved.
You're
like
making
a male.
rope?
No, just like I had this male weed plant. I was like, you know what, I'm going to keep it at my house. And I'll just bag its pollen sacs. And that way it doesn't like spew fucking pollen ever and ruin people's lives.
You just nuke the neighborhood.
Yeah, like fucking, because it's like a 5K radius. It's awful.
Is it really?
Oh yeah, you'll fucking ruin people's day. So I bagged it and everything, like bagging the parts of it and like wrapping it in saran wrap. And I had a neighbor be like, "I'm calling the police. You have a marijuana plant." I was like, "I have a
First
hemp."
of all, snitch.
Yeah, I was like, "Snitchy bitch," but I was like, "I have a hemp plant. It's totally legal."
Yeah.
And they were like, "No, it's not." I'm like, "Hemp is legal to grow.
Yeah,
this will never produce cannabis flower.
Yeah.
It'll never. It's impossible. Go ahead." The cops showed up,
And they were like, that's a hemp plant.
and no, they were like, "Oh, you got to get rid of it." I was like, "Absolutely not."
Yeah.
It's a
I will
hemp
take
plant.
this to the Supreme
Yeah,
fucking
I was
court.
like, "I will fight this. I want to die on this hill." Like I told the
That's a
cop,
hill to
I was
die
like,
on.
"I'm gonna die on this hill." Like you're wrong, and he fucking called his supervisor in.
Yeah.
They came and looked at it. They were sending pictures off to people. And I was like, it's a fucking male cannabis hemp plant. This is a hemp plant.
Yeah.
It will never produce flower. It's impossible.
Yeah.
I'm like, you can't take this away from me. I'm not doing anything wrong.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
I'm not getting rid of it.
Yeah. And yeah, after sending it out to fucking pictures out to people, they were like, well, you know, you're being a jackass about this. Well, like, told me I was being
You're
an
trying to
asshole.
take my shit.
And I was like, "You're taking my shit and I'm not breaking the law." Like,
You can't just because you want to take my stuff.
Yeah, be like, "Oh, we want to cut this down." Like, I was like, "What the fuck?" And yeah, they ended up,
They cut it down.
they just told me I was a jackass and like a dickhead and they left.
It's because you told them they were wrong.
That's what it is.
That's
I'm
what
only
it
a
is. It was
dickhead
an
because
ego
you
thing.
were wrong.
Yeah, it's an
and
ego thing.
I was right and I'm going to just keep doing what I was
Because
doing.
he didn't have it in him to be like, oh, no, you're right. Sorry.
Yeah.
I was wrong. You're right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, my
I'll
bad.
leave.
You know what? Go ahead.
Yeah. They don't have that in them.
Yeah, well, and it killed me too because they're like I'm standing next to this fucking like 6 foot tall plant, and I'm like, smell the fucking plant. It doesn't
Yeah, they
even
had
smell
no
like
fucking
pot.
clue.
It's like, man, it doesn't even smell like pot. Like it's just a fucking plant.
Yeah.
You know, like it's just a weed. Also, at the time, I was like, weed's just a plant, but I'm like, literally, it doesn't even produce fucking flower. It's just
Yeah.
a weed.
Fucking,
Like, fuck right off.
fucking stoners.
Yeah,
It's just a plant,
it's
bro.
just a fucking plant.
It's not
bro.
a drug, bro. It's a plant.
It's a plant.
Yo, this is totally a drug. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
But like before legalization, you had to like take that because you didn't want to be the guy that's like weed should be illegal.
Yeah.
Because like in my mind, I always thought weed should be legal, but it absolutely is like a drug, and I think you can get addicted to it.
Yeah, I agree.
Right? But like stoners would be like, it's just a plant, bro. It's not even fucking drugs. I'm like, yeah, it's just a plant, bro.
It is just a plant.
It is just a plant, but like,
Yeah.
when you dry it and set it on fire and inhale it, like,
Yeah, that's a different thing.
yeah, you know what else is fucking just a plant?
Tobacco.
Tobacco, poppies getting turned into heroin,
Yeah.
coca leaves, like, yeah, it's all just
Just
plants.
plants.
It's all, yeah, dude. It's fucking cocaine, man. It's from the earth. Why did God put it here?
Why did God put it here and mix it up with bricks and diesel and battery acid?
And have a bunch of kids stomp on it.
Yeah,
If God didn't want me ripping gator tails, he should have.
If God didn't want me smashing these Hollywoods, then he wouldn't have. He
Wouldn't have put it on this earth. It's so easy for me to get. If God doesn't want me fucking nodding out in a 7-Eleven with a heroin in my arm, he shouldn't have made it so fucking easy.
Why would he grow all these pretty flowers?
He shouldn't have grown massive, opium farms in Afghanistan. And have like an international terror cell and drug dealing rings get it all the way here. Like, if he didn't
wouldn't want that.
He wouldn't want the CIA funding the Mujahideen in fucking Afghanistan and sending all their heroin here.
Dude, you know what's crazy?
It's just a fucking plant, bro.
You know what's crazy is they fucking protect fields that for Bayer. You know that?
What do you mean?
The CIA pays for military presence in Afghanistan to protect poppy fields that the poppies get used to go to Bayer.
Really?
The big pharma company, yeah, to get used as opiates.
Fuck, eh?
That's where it comes from. It's
That's
still
so
sourced.
backwards.
It's still sourced from.
Well, yeah,
natural
obviously
source.
you still get opiates from somewhere.
from opium. Yeah,
From flowers, bro. It's just a
it's
plant.
just fucking plant. You know what's crazy?
Is there a drug that isn't just a plant?
LSD?
Oh, yeah, that's chemicals.
Yeah, that is just chemicals, and it's crazy because that's the cleanest drug I've ever done.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Name a drug with it. You take it. You don't get nauseous. You don't feel sick. There's nothing, and then you get high, and then you're high for a while, and then it goes away, and there's no hangover.
Yeah, true.
It's a fucking perfect drug.
Is ecstasy from a plant?
No. Nope.
No. My fucking, I need my amphetamines, bro. They're from the earth. Yeah, I guess those two.
Amphetamines a lot of time are sourced from like random plants.
Yeah, I thought it was
Yeah.
like earth minerals.
Yeah, I think it is like minerals.
Yeah,
Yeah.
phosphorus.
Mind,
and-
yeah. You know what's fucking weird is I remember I bought a kit. You could buy them legally at like head shops and stuff to grow magic mushrooms.
Yeah, because they're not illegal till you dry them. Because they can just grow on their own.
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
That is crazy to me because they do just, especially around here, they just grow here.
Yeah, the spores are in the air. It can just happen.
Yeah, that you can just go into someone's like forest and
there'll be
find
psilocybin
fucking
mushroom.
cubensis.
That's the thing. That's why it's only illegal till it's dried. Because if you just have like a damp house, like you could have them growing in there.
Which is crazy.
They'll just happen. Or like on your property, if you have like woods,
They'll just grow.
they'll just grow sometimes. So you can't like punish people for that. It's when you're knowingly
like drying them
drying them and
with
stuff.
the intention of eating them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I grew a bunch. I grew like a pound of
Growing mushrooms is some
psilocybin mushrooms.
freaky business.
It's hard to do.
It's hard to do. And
It's really hard to
gross.
do. Yeah, that's a fucking like a no joke. That's a really really hard farm.
Yeah, because don't you have to like make the mycelium layer?
Well, yeah, you start and everything's got to be ultra sterile because if it's not sterile, like it fucks with the mycelium.
Yeah. And I wouldn't want to eat a mushroom that's been fucked up.
No, I'm scared.
Like I'll eat a lot of iffy things. Mushrooms are not one of them.
Yeah, you
'Cause
know,
they'll just take you out.
you know what I want to try growing is fly Amanita muscara, like fly agaric.
Fuck's that?
The red cap with the white dots.
Oh, like the Mario mushroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that a drug?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that shit'll.
Yeah,
make
the
you
green
go-
one is the one that kills you. No, the green one's the one that gives you extra lives.
Yeah, that's a life. Wait,
Yeah,
what,
the
you're talking
purple
about Mario?
one. Yeah. Well, no, I'm talking about mushrooms. The purple mushrooms with the pink dots, those are the ones to be careful. Those make you sick.
Well, the fly amanita or whatever the fuck it's called, fly Garrick.
Yeah.
Those make you sick. I ate a quarter of a cap once in the woods because I found one.
Yeah.
And then
Aren't there also mushrooms that look identical to those that are just poison?
No,
Okay.
they're pretty alone looking.
Okay.
There's ones that look similar, but they have like little horns on them. It's weird.
Okay.
But so I was sitting in the woods and I started like just looking this up, and I was like, huh. I'm like, this is definitely the right mushroom. So I ate like a quarter of a cap. It was really gross. But I ate it, and let me tell you, yeah, the tinfoil hat is fitting for this story.
Oh, yeah?
Oh yeah, I fucking went
You were
on
out
an
there?
adventure. Yeah.
You just like poisoned yourself a little?
Yeah, it's extremely potent.
Yeah?
You're apparently supposed to like milk. You're supposed to like juice them and then use the milk.
Ugh.
Yeah, you like mix it with stuff and you cook it down as like a tea, like a milk tea.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's how you're supposed to, because I'm telling you, that shit is fucking...
You did that by yourself in the woods.
Yeah.
You could see how that could go wrong.
No, for sure, but I've never died yet.
For every one of you, there's another guy that did this and died.
And died. But yeah, like the potency of those mushrooms
Yeah.
is intense. It's crazy to me that just growing around us out in the woods are like extremely powerful hallucinogenics. Like psychedelics that will fucking cook your ass.
I
You know?
am always very proud of us as a species for figuring these out.
Figuring out psychedelics?
Well, mushrooms in forests.
Yeah.
Because it would have been a lot of trial and error. A lot of people just died. A lot of people got killed by their tribe because they took psychedelic mushrooms and everyone thought they were losing their shit.
And they just kill them.
They just killed them, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Brian ate one of those mushrooms in the woods today, and he won't stop crying.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to kill him.
It's crazy because there's a pretty solid theory that the reason we like advanced as a civilization was because of
Yeah, the stone ape
magic
theory.
mushroom. Yeah.
That like it expanded our mind enough to reach consciousness or whatever.
It makes sense.
Or self-awareness.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you fucking take some mushrooms.
Yeah, I take some mushrooms, I feel like a more evolved being, and then I come down from mushrooms, I feel like a fucking idiot.
Yeah, dude, I feel like
I feel
stupid.
so dumb. Because whatever, like, really catches your interest when you're fucked up on mushrooms is so boring when you're, like, when you're sober.
You ever writing shit down when you're on mushrooms?
Oh, my God.
And
you're
you
like,
read it later and you're
who
like,
the
this is fucking pointless.
But in the moment, it makes so much sense, but it's got nothing.
Yeah, you're like, this is useless.
I get like
information.
embarrassed and like this is what like a fucking high school drama kid would write. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
You ever think about how dirt is everywhere and dirt makes up the whole surface of the earth? And there's even dirt under the water. There's dirt everywhere. And then you read it the next day and you're like,
from dirt.
yeah, thanks, jackass. It's called the crust of the earth. Yes. Everyone knows about the dirt. You fucking moron.
There's also like there's a type of dude who takes mushrooms and discovers empathy for the first time at like 25. It's like other people have all the same feelings that I have.
You're like, wow.
Wow, just figuring this out, eh?
You are
Like,
late.
I should like treat people how I want them to treat me. You're like, what?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's life.
Yeah, we all figured that out as children.
It's crazy because there are people that I still run into like
don't get
semi-regularly.
that?
Yeah, and I'm like, this motherfucker needs to do mushrooms.
yeah.
Yeah, because like there are some people I talk to and I'm like, this person has like zero understanding of like you're affecting other people.
Yeah, some people literally don't give
They
a fuck.
don't get they
and
do
it's,
not
it's
give a
not
fuck.
that they're being malicious, they just don't care.
Yeah.
That, like what they do fucks other people up.
Doesn't matter to them.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Those are people that succeed a lot. in
Yeah, they
life.
do succeed a lot and it's fucking frustrating.
It's really frustrating because like you can't just walk around being a piece of shit and they're like, I don't want to hurt people. And it's like,
Yeah, but you are.
but you are. And they're like, yeah, but that's like not my fault. I don't care. And it's
yeah,
like,
it's always that's not my fault.
it's like It is, though. You have to be conscious, like, this is part of being a person. And
Yeah,
they're like,
I mean, I'm sure everyone's worked with a dude that would call in sick, like, every week, and other people would have to cover his shit.
yeah.
And then
they
you
just
come
don't give a
in
fuck.
and, like, zero thank you, and you're like, huh?
Yeah.
And he's like, well, it's not my fault. I was sick.
Yeah. And you're like,
It's not my fault that the car I didn't put gas in ran out of gas.
yeah.
I ran out of gas. Not my fault.
No, my fault. What? You guys had to work. Sorry. Like, people went to work.
No, not even that. They don't even understand that their shit had to be covered. They're
Yeah.
like, oh, their whole thing is I didn't have to go in.
Yeah. And
That's as far as it goes. Because the consideration of what other people had to do doesn't even exist.
Isn't that fucked, though? That is, like, that's kind of commonplace.
Yeah, it's like I'd say half of people are like that.
That's fucked.
There's like half of people that understand that we live as a group of people
And then we all affect each other.
and we all affect each other. And then there's the other half fucking morons just doing whatever the fuck they want to do all the time.
Yeah. And just have no clue.
I just have no clue. And I feel like that half is the like most successful and also the least successful.
Yeah.
And everyone else is in the middle.
Yeah, I agree.
Because like the people that don't have shit going on, right? Like
Yeah.
$40,000 worth of credit card debt, right? Like work 2 days a week and don't cover their expenses and have like 4 kids by 22.
Yeah, and just fucking couldn't give less of a fuck.
And they don't give a fuck about anything. Like,
Yeah.
if my life was like that, I would be at level 10 stress until I figured it the fuck out.
I don't understand how they're not.
But
though.
they get to go home and just, like, play Xbox.
Yeah, they're like, oh, whatever. I'm hanging out, getting stoned, playing
Yeah,
Xbox. And it's like,
I worked 4 hours at McDonald's today.
yeah, and like, they're
fucking-
like, I'm trying.
Man, I'm fucking out here.
Yeah, they're like, I'm trying. I don't know why how this keeps happening. It's like, what? And
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, like,
Just
I
go
don't know.
home and smoke
Or-
weed with your girlfriend, blowing smoke on your children's face. Like, what a fucking day.
Yeah, what a day. Crazy that you guys are here.
You guys eat yet?
Yeah. Like, they're just fucked.
Yeah. And they'll just, like fucking play video games till 5 in the morning and miss their shift and be like, oh, fuck.
Yeah. I can't, how, man, like, And they're like, why didn't you show up? And it's like, I don't even know. Like,
I fucking stayed up again.
I stayed up. It's not my fault, really.
Yeah, it was a double XP weekend.
Yeah.
I'm having like a really tough time since my grandma died 8 years ago.
Oh, God.
I just don't know if I'm in the headspace to like really
Dude,
fucking.
okay, here's one that drives
I'm not
me-
ready to be responsible yet, as you have children. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just not ready, man.
Here's one that drives me fucking nuts. Is if people come and talk to me about, like, we're at work
Yeah.
and I need them to do something at work and they're like, man, like, I really don't like doing that. It's like,
No one does.
yeah, no, that's why it's called work.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, what? Go do it. And they're like, yeah, like, honestly, it's really not good for me and, like, my mental health. It's like, let me make something fucking clear. I couldn't give less of a shit what your mental health
Then
is
you
like.
get to quit.
Yeah. If you don't want to do this, don't work here.
Yeah.
Yeah, be unemployed.
I know.
Yeah, like, don't fucking sit here and tell me you don't like it.
I think you snap out of that at around 22.
Yeah, you stop being a fucking conceited little cocksucker. Is what because this kills me with fucking like 18-year-olds dealing with 18-year-olds, or like, why didn't you come into your shift yesterday? I don't know. I was really anxious about it, so I didn't come in. Okay, so part of being an adult
Yeah.
is that you get the fuck over it and you go to work.
Yeah.
Like, I'm anxious too.
Yeah.
And I get up and deal with life.
One of the only times I ever lost it at work was because I told someone to do something and I caught an eye roll.
Oh.
I was like, hey, like, you have to put that in that thing. Like, it was like nothing. It was like,
Yeah.
you need to put that thing in your hand over there and not right there where you just put it.
Yeah.
And I got like, whoa!
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Sorry, that's how this goes. Like,
that shit, I ran into this literally like 2 days ago at work.
yeah.
The guy I was working with, I was like, yeah, just take these and you lay them sideways in the box. And then my job is to come along and I would double check and make sure that he's fulfilled the order properly. It's like part of what I do. And then like move it over and just stack them up nicely for the next guy I deal with. And So I say this, and he just is taking shit and just putting it in the box.
Yeah.
Just throwing it in there. And it's like sticking out, it's all over. I'm like, no, you gotta like lay it in there and like fit them in. And he goes, yeah, well, you're checking them. It's like,
and I just checked it.
Yeah.
And you fucked it up.
And you fucking did it wrong. You did it wrong. I want you to put it in sideways.
That's the guy.
Line it up. And he's like, yeah, well, then what's the point in you checking them? I'm like, the point in me checking them is that the last 15 fucking orders that I just like look at it quick and then stack them and move it along. Like, if you don't do that part of your job, then you're fucking me over. Like, now I gotta fucking stop and redo your job. You just fucking, as you're doing it, just do it properly.
Because, like, it doesn't take any extra effort to do it right. He just doesn't give a fuck.
Just doesn't give a fuck. Doesn't give a fuck.
And it's like, that is like a little win for him. Is he, I was fucking tossing it in there. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Whatever.
He knows he's supposed to lay it flat, but he's like, why the fuck would I do that when I could just throw it in there?
Yeah, and just bullshit like...
That guy goes home and plays Xbox.
Can you put 5 in this one? Yeah, yes. 2 minutes later. Hey, can you put 5 in this one? Yes. Fucking, I'm like over...
Remember!
I'm over on the computer like working, like he's doing some fucking stupid ass labor shit. And I'm over there like working on some shit on the computer and he comes over, he's like, hey, can you put 5 in this one? And I was like, for the fucking 5th time today, you can put 5 in there. Yes. It fits 5. And then he's like, how do you get them in there, though?
What? Who the fuck did you hire?
Dude,
like a 9-year-old?
I want to fucking kill... No, he's a grown-ass man. I want to kill this motherfucker.
You have a wife?
Yeah, he has a wife. Yeah. He has a wife. I think she does a lot of the life.
That's the type of guy we were talking about before that's not allowed to have his own money.
Yeah, yes. This dude, I think his wife
runs the house. Yeah. And you know what he does? He fucks up putting boxes in other boxes all day and then comes home, he's like, got fucking ran over at work today.
Yeah, he was on my ass. I don't even know why. I don't know what I did wrong.
Yeah. Man, my boss fucking saw.
Yeah, my boss a fucking dick.
He doesn't understand. Like,
he told me to lay it down sideways. He's like, bro, they're in the box.
I'm literally there making it more efficient. They should promote me.
Yeah, this is what pisses me off. Is like my direct job is dealing with efficiency. So when I go over and he's doing this, and then he's like, well, whatever. And it's like, I mean, I'm just like doing a little thing that fulfills to make sure like everyone's doing their job properly.
Yeah.
Like I didn't build a fucking efficiency model for you to just ignore it and do this stupid bullshit that you do. Do it properly. Like, there's a fucking reason that it's done this way. Just do it the right... Just put...
Like, do you
organize. Put it in there in an organized fashion. Why can't you do that?
Do you think I showed up and I was like, why didn't I think of just fucking throwing it in?
Yeah, just throw it all in there. I was like, fuck, why do we have different size boxes? Let's just use the biggest box every time, and that way you can just fucking free throw that bullshit in the box from across the room. Let's just
the 3-point line.
Yeah, like let's just fucking always use the biggest box, and that way you can just throw it in there like a fucking jackass every time. Like just fucking.
I hope he listens. I hope he listens.
I fucking hope he does.
I hope he's listening. And he's
do
like,
your fucking job, dude. It's so annoying.
I bet he's listening, and he's like, man, that other guy we work with is fine.
He's like, yo, he must fucking hate that other guy.
That other guy fucking sucked. Not me.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Just like listening, like, where else does Christian work?
Yo, this must be that restaurant job he's talking about. But it's weird. I don't know what's he doing at that restaurant job.
Oh fuck! I just love that guy getting home from work and being like, hard day.
Dude,
fuck, they got me today.
It also kills me because this cocksucker, like, he works like 3 hours, maybe 3 days a week.
Yeah.
Calls in regularly.
How do you call in? You have more days off than you have days on.
I know.
You're like gritting your teeth. You don't get to call in sick when you have more days off than days you work in a week.
So then he complains that he wants more hours and wants to come in. And it's like, okay, no problem.
Classic.
So then we bring him in, Bring him in. Comes in for 2 days. He's like, I want to be productive. I want to be a part of the team. Bring him in, 2 days in. And you know what happens? Calls in. And I'm like, you worked 2 days. You
7 hours combined.
7 hours. Try fucking 3.5 hours in 2 days. Because he's got to leave early. Comes in the first day, he's there. And then he's like, I gotta
leave early.
I gotta leave
day
early.
one.
I got an appointment. I was like, you motherfucker, you asked to be here.
Yeah,
you asked
you couldn't
me
have
to
started
come in.
tomorrow.
Yeah, like just come in the next day. Comes in the next day, and as I'm showing up,
Pick
he's
up my
leaving.
fucking kid.
And I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I got an appointment. What? Why didn't you tell me about the appointment yesterday? He's like, didn't know. Bullshit.
Didn't know.
Bullshit. You didn't know about the appointment fucking yesterday. I know they didn't call you last night.
You know, he's like just standing at work at like 1 o'clock. He's like, oh fuck, I got that thing.
Yeah.
All right, bye.
Literally.
Walk away.
And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday doesn't come in. Mm-hmm. And then calls me to come in Monday. He's like, I really want it. Like, I'm not getting enough hours. And I'm like, you just didn't show up to work for 3 days.
Like, no shit.
Yeah, like,
Yeah, I know. It's like
Kills
the
me.
amount of times I would have people on like 4 days.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, I really want the 5th day. And I was like, are you sure? Because this looks like about as much as you can handle.
Yeah.
Like, I want the 5th day. I want full time. I'm like, cool. Full time, 2 weeks in, they're like, hey man, I can't fucking come in today. I'm fucking exhausted. Yeah, so back down to 4 days it is. Okay, and then we'll redo this thing in a month.
Yeah, it's so annoying.
Yeah, like next month we'll do this again, and you're gonna be like, I can't fuck. And like they'll come up to me and be like, yeah man, 38 hours is way too fucking much.
38 hours in a week. Yeah, I don't know if you know how much my life that is.
Yeah, because they'll be like, fucking, I'm like, what's up? Like, fucking overworked, fucking sore. I'm like, oh yeah, great.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, you sure are with your zero responsibilities.
With no weight on your head at all.
Yeah, with no weight. Like, I'm your boss. That's pretty fucking chill.
This is something that fucking killed me with this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Is so I'm like, hey, like, it helps if you come in early and you like print out all the shit, and then when I come in, that way we can just start going. He's like, yeah, that's what I want. That's what I want to do. And I was like, cool, because he likes early mornings. Or so he says.
He sleeps in. The next day.
Shows up after me. And goes to start doing what I'm in the middle of doing. And I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, well, that's what my job is, to come and print it. And I'm like, no, that's not your job. You wanted to be here before me so that you could do this. But you're here after me. So
I'm doing it.
I'm doing this, and you're going to just go fuck yourself. Like, I don't even know what I want you to do. I want you to go
pick
away.
Flowers or something.
Yeah, I want you to go away
Go to
from
your
me.
appointment that you probably have today.
Like, dude, the fucking, like, or just not showing up and won't say anything, and then tells me, he goes, oh, I thought I told you I had an appointment today.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, well,
how have you not fired this guy?
He's protected. Yeah. His parents. So
I was going to say, like, it's like a no-call, no-show. You just get fired for that.
You just get fucking canned. You just get fucking canned for that bullshit.
Everyone's so scared to fire people, though. And I don't understand it, because it's not harder than it ever used to be.
Yeah.
Especially if someone's like, we had a guy who was less than 2 months in, right? You can fire somebody for anything at that point. You don't even have to give a reason. And this guy worked 5 shifts in a week, showed up to 4 of them late. And the 5th one he didn't show at all with no call.
Can.
And I was like, fired. And they're like, well, I don't know. I feel like we should. And I was like, no.
Do you remember a certain dishwasher we used to have?
Yeah.
That I remember when he started, I told our old boss.
Yeah.
I was like, he's like, how'd it go? How was first day? I'm like, fire him.
Like day one.
Day one, I was like, fire him. He's like, no, come on. I'm like, trust me.
You weren't there.
Fucking fire him. I'm telling you, fire him. You know what happened? He worked for the company for like 7 years. 7 years till someone
and
grew.
He sucked the whole time.
He was terrible. He was terrible. And he would, do you remember doing the fucking, He would show up. I'd be bartending.
Yeah.
And he'd show up, order a sandwich, eat the sandwich,
And then be like, I have
have
no
a
money.
beer, and be like, I don't have any money. I'd be like, you work for the company.
You work here.
Yeah,
Like,
what do you, what? And he'd be like,
fuck are you
I don't
doing?
have any money. Can you spot me on this one? Like, I guess I'm going to have to, aren't I?
Yeah, that's the only option right now. That or I call the cops.
Yeah, like what the fuck are you doing, man? Don't fucking come in here and do that. Like, or just show up a day that I know he works at the other restaurant, so he's getting a staff meal, and just show up and be like, what are the odds I can get a Reuben? Like,
yeah,
or
it's
whatever.
like, are
Like
you ordering one?
Yeah,
Or
like, you want me to just give you one? Like, no.
Yeah.
No.
you can't just like walk up and be like, hey, buddy, at your work, can I have free stuff?
Yeah, like, that was a regular thing, though.
I know.
Remember that?
I know.
There's
And
a
he,
normal
there
conversation
was
with
nothing in
him.
his mind that was like, this is wrong. Like,
No.
he wasn't even trying to get away with something.
No.
It's not like
just
he was being,
hey.
he's not like, hey, can you like slide me? Like, I would respect it more if he was like, can we steal together?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But he was just like, hey, want to give me stuff?
Yeah.
You're like, no.
No.
All right.
You're like, oh, okay. All right, well, I'm going to go.
Yeah, it's
You're
like, that's all you came here for?
Literally.
Yeah.
That dude, man. I fucking... Like,
Yeah.
supreme levels of stupidity out
Yeah.
the ass.
Out the ass.
Yeah, like, that I just did not understand. I remember
No,
one...
they're like, he sucked the whole time and would regularly have expensive fuck-ups. And
Expensive.
we're like, can we fire this guy? And they're like, no.
Dude, I remember
He's
one
loyal.
time... I remember one time I show up and it's like 4 o'clock and they were just getting like...
I'm sure everyone works with a guy like this.
Oh, yeah. So I show up at 4 o'clock and like, I guess the kitchen was pretty busy and whoever was in the kitchen they weren't smokers.
Yeah.
And I get there and there's meat outside.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, why's there meat outside? And I touch the meat. I'm like, meat's fucking warm.
Mm-hmm.
And so I go in and I'm like, hey, this fucking meat's warm.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on here? Well, KM comes around and is like, what? Why didn't you put this away? And he's like, I had dishes.
Yeah, and he like forgot.
Yeah, it's like, dude, you just go put this away.
Yeah.
Like, fuck the dishes, man. Dude, there's a fucking like $500 worth of meat sitting outside rotting and we threw it in the garbage.
Yep.
Brutal.
It's the same guy, he lost like 30 gallons of ice cream.
Oh, it's the same way. He left it outside, right?
And he like comes out, it's all melted, and he's like, ah!
Oh, who could have seen that coming? You fucking moron. I know he's a nice guy and like people like him. Because he's a nice dude, I get that, but let me tell you, the amount of times I wanted to deck that kid was unreasonable.
He probably let you get away with one punch, too.
I could probably
Wow.
sock him, yeah. And he'll be like, wow, what happened? And be like, don't even!
Go away!
Yeah. Back in the fucking dish pit.
All right. Well,
Was that it?
yeah, we got somewhere to go.
Yeah, we do. All right.
As always, everybody, stay reasonable.
Keep doubting.
We love you so much. Good night.
Reasonable Doubt Podcast. If you guys like funny, hilarious, goofy, goober, silly boys podcast, that is a good place to find yourself.